Now today, the 9th day of December, is a day that the world marks World Anti-Corruption Day. The theme for this year is being Break the Corruption Chain. Kenya too marks this day as we continue to grapple with the negative effects of corruption on our economy and consequently standard of living. Now the last months have seen an intense and high-octane fight against corruption by the public and the government. The international campaign focuses on how corruption undermines democracy and the rule of law, leads to human rights violations, distorts markets, erodes quality of life, and allows organized crime, terrorism, and other threats to human security to flourish. Well, here at KTN News, we continue doing our part in highlighting graft, and the war still continues. And this morning, my colleague Michael Gitonga spoke to Pierre Lumumba, who is a former chairman of the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission. Let's take a look at some of the parts of what he has to say about corruption.
This particular day came as a result of the conference in Merida, Mexico, on the 9th day of December 2003, when the international community signed the UN Convention Against Corruption. Kenya was the first country to sign and ratify that treaty, and this day was set apart to enable all countries in the world to rededicate themselves in the fight against corruption. It is therefore an occasion that is very important to a country such as Kenya, where corruption is endemic and is undermining the economy and democracy.
All right, being in the forefront of fighting corruption by virtue of the fact that you've always come against it very strongly, what are some of the steps that we need to take as a country to ensure that as we mark this day next year, we're not on the same page?
One of the things that we always complain about, and we have complained about, is political goodwill. And for the first time in this country, President Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, responding to the calls of Kenyans of goodwill, has done a number of things which I think are critical. Number one, he fell short of declaring corruption a national disaster. Number two, he has caused a number of government ministers or cabinet secretaries to resign and some to step aside. He has also called on the private sector to be involved in the fight against corruption. He has asked the Attorney General of the Republic of Kenya to participate in re-examining the laws